Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to Tattletales. It is nice to have you with us today. It's a special day. I have to tell you, we are in a new time period. Here we are in the morning after having been in the afternoon on CBS for almost a year and a half now. So if you're with us for the first time, let me very briefly explain this to you. Those who've seen us before, hang on a minute, will you? What we have here, folks, is crazy. That's what we got here. We have a studio audience divided into three sections, blue, yellow, and red, each one rooting for a celebrity couple. Every time one of those celebrity couples wins some money, they divide that money among their rooting section. In other words, everybody here in the studio gets money. Guaranteed. You're going to come out of here today with something in your hand. Money is what I mean, of course. These are the people, these are the celebrity couples that are going to win the money for them today. And have we got a group today? We couldn't get any names, so instead, winning money today for the blue section, we have Mr. Bob Newhart and his wife, Ginnie Newhart. Welcome back.
Thank you, Bert. Thank you.
It's nice to have you here after that mild reception from the blue section. Ginnie, how are you?
Terrific.
Are you all set to play?
I think so.
Bob said the only reason you'd come back is if I gave you back the films I borrowed. So
Please do.
So
I missed Gone with the Wind.
They're all set to go. Winning money today for the banana section. It's the yellow section, but we call them bananas because they are known to go that way. This fella has been known to go that way himself a few times. Mr. Dick Martin and his lovely wife, Dolly.
How are you, Bert?
I'm all right, Dick, and you?
You're just marvelous.
Yes.
You look great.
Thank you. You too. Dolly, is he going to change clothes today? Is he going to wear the same thing? Last time he wore the same thing all week long.
He never changes.
Never changes.
That's
You
why
gonna
we're
do
playing
it?
for the banana section.
Yeah.
No, actually, I have 5 outfits that look similar.
Is that what it is? Now that's class. Go out and buy 5 outfits
That's
exactly
it.
the same. Wow. Big spender. Winning money today for the red section, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Anthony Newley and his gal Dareth.
I'm
Welcome back,
truly
Dareth.
underwhelmed, ladies and gentlemen.
England's answer to Bobby Vinton.
You really should be sitting between these guys. They are
Yeah.
just, you see how they're just kind of neutral and you're kind of flashy there.
I am kind of flashy.
You are flashy. Dareth, you are too. How are you, love?
Fine. I was hoping you'd get to me.
Yes, I would never
Hi,
leave you out.
Bert.
How are you?
Fine, thank
Ready
you.
to go?
Yes.
Here comes the voice question, gang. It is worth $150 to your rooting sections. Here we go. Ladies, how long has it been since you had a really sexy dream? Last night, within the last week, within the last month, or longer ago than that? This is no reflection upon you, gentlemen, of course. Ladies, how long has it been since you had a really sexy dream? Last night, within the last week, within the last month, or longer ago than that? All right? Think it over. Dream along with us. Off they go. We'll start with you, Bob. What do you think Ginnie will say to this? Does she report her dreams to you, usually?
Yes.
Good.
In
Since the role you play on your own show, it's
great,
kind of...
great detail, as a matter of fact.
names, does she?
Yes. That's the least of it, the name. Now, she hasn't told me recently. That is not to say that she hasn't had some. Dreams.
Dreams, yes. We knew what he meant, Tony.
No, she tells me about those in great detail. I would say it's what? Yesterday, within a week?
Last night, within the last week, within the last month, or longer ago than that. Of course, last night, it could be yesterday afternoon if she took a nap. It could be any time. Last night, within the last week, within the last month, or longer ago.
I would say within the last month.
Within the last month. But you don't know the specifics of that particular one.
That was... I think that was Robert Redford.
Robert Redford. We'll see.
They usually last.
They last a month. Every night for a month you have that one. Most of them usually are about Robert Redford. Let's bring Ginnie on. Ginnie, now what is the answer? When is the last, how long has it been since you had a really sexy dream? Was it last night, within the last week, within the last month, or longer ago than that?
This is when Bob thinks I had my last sexy dream. Is that right?
I guess so, yeah. Yes, really, that's right. Unless you told him for sure.
Well, it wasn't last night. Within the last week.
No, that's not what he said, but isn't that interesting, Bob?
She didn't tell me about one
Didn't
she
tell you
had.
about
yeah.
that one.
I didn't tell you about Robert
Who
Redford,
was it? Who was it? Who was it?
Robert Redford.
She said I didn't tell you about Robert Redford.
It's funny how time flies when you're having a good time.
He knew you had one a month ago, but it was a week ago, you see? Or was that another one? He said within the last
No,
month.
that was Paul Newman.
Oh,
Newman. I get them mixed up.
Only the biggies, though, you notice.
They all look alike.
Only superstars in Ginny's dreams. Sorry
Sorry, Blue
about
section.
that. Dick, what's Dolly going to say?
Well, after what happened last night, I'd say it was last night.
Really?
And I don't know whether it's the fact that I romp about the house in my Fruit of the Loom shorts,
Yeah.
or whether I project an image. I don't know what it is, but she has lots of sexy dreams, or so she says. And
Really?
I would say it was last night.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Last night.
Oh, she's a wildie.
A Wildie? I never heard that one. Let's bring Wildie on now. Dolly, how long has it been since you had a really sexy dream now? What'd you say? Last night, within the last week, within the last month, or longer ago than that?
I dread to think what Dick said. In the last week.
That's not what he said.
Dick,
Tell her what
I
you said,
told
Dick.
you at the beach, remember?
No, I saw that smile on your face this morning. I figured it was last night.
No! We did that last night.
Huh?
That was last night, wasn't in my dreams.
Oh.
Were we awake then?
I was.
Dick, are you getting so you're starting to get forgetful? Is that
I
what it
guess
is?
so. Well, who was that then?
It was you. It must have been you in her real life, and nobody in her dreams last night.
Well.
Thank you, Dolly. Sorry about that. Tony, you got a chance to get the whole thing here for the red section.
Yeah. I think it would be within, because I remember Dee telling me that she'd had a sexy dream, and it wasn't within the week. It was previous week, so I would have to say within the last month.
Within the last month is the next choice. Okay, let's bring her on and see what she says. Dareth, how long has it been since you had a really sexy dream? Now, I have to tell you that no one's gotten this right yet, so you got a chance to get the whole $150 for the red section. Has it been within the last night? Was it last night, within the last week, within the last month, or longer ago than that?
Oh, I hardly ever dream, but I'd say within the last month.
That's it. You got it. Beautifully done. You got the whole thing. We'll come back in a moment and see who gets all the rest of the fuzz. You come back too. It'll be a good one today. Stick around now. Okay. Question number 2 coming up, and this is it. Ladies, if you are ready, Dareth and Tony have all the money so far. Dolly and Ginnie, you got to catch up. Here we go. This one's worth $150 too. Ladies, you've bought a really stunning and unusual outfit at an out-of-the-way ladies' shop. You wear it to a party, and it's a tremendous hit. Nobody's seen anything like it. A woman you've just met tells you she wants to get one exactly like it. Where did you get it? Would you tell her? You've just met her. You bought a really stunning and unusual outfit at an out-of-the-way ladies' shop. You wear it to a party. It's a big hit. Nobody's seen anything like this. A woman you've just met tells you she wants to get one exactly like it. Where did you get it, she says. Would you tell her? Okay, think that one over. We'll come back in a moment. Here's a good, what's the word I want here? Premise here, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Nice little, yes. Dick, we'll start with you. What would Dolly do in a case like that? What does she do?
Dolly would tell anybody anything. Oh. Yes, she's really a big mouth, and during World War II, they could have gotten any secret out of her just by saying, "What do you think?" And that would have been it. She said, "There are 15 tanks coming in," and that would have been it. I would say she'd tell them and then drive them over there.
Really? So she's not
Oh, no.
the least bit guarded about what she wears?
No, she wants to, would like them to join and be part of her big mistake of buying this thing.
She blew all that money, why shouldn't they? Let's bring on Dolly. Dolly, we're going with you first now. What are you going to do? The lady comes up and says, oh, I love that. Where did you get it? Are you going to tell her, or are you going to say, well, gee, I can't remember. What are you going to do?
I'd give it to her. Yeah, I'd tell her.
That's what he said.
I'd give her the dress.
After all, I guess you'd say that is a sincere form of flattery, isn't it? Sure. You look lovely, too. I can't wait to see what you're wearing when you get out here. Thank you. You have a share of the pot. Tony, what's Dareth going to say?
Dareth is enormously generous as a person, and I don't think it would occur to her to keep that kind of thing a secret. So I think she would say, she'd tell the lady.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. See, you said would keep
She's an
it a
Aquarius.
secret.
Yeah.
And you're right. That's what it really technically would be, wouldn't it? It'd be hiding. Well, let's see what she says. Dareth, what are you going to do now? It's a tremendous hit. This outfit is really a knockout. Lady you've just met, you don't know her, says, oh, I love it. I want one exactly like it. Where'd you get it? Are you going to tell her or no?
Yes, I'd be very flattered. I'd tell her.
That's what he said.
We always start off strong, then we
You're right. You're perfect so far. Perfect in every way, of course. Bob, what's Ginny going to say to this? What would she do?
First of all, I would like to be at the party where Dolly gives the dress to the woman.
I never get asked to those parties, do you? I hear about them, but I never get to them.
People many times have asked me where I got a dress, and I told them where I did. And I'm sure that Ginny would do the same thing.
She will too. Neither one of you has a thing about where you get your dresses, all right? Let's
Yes.
bring on Ginny and see what she says. Ginny, what are you going to do? The lady says, what a knockout outfit. Where did you get that? Are you going to tell her or no?
Yes.
They all told. That's it. You're right. Well, we split that 3 ways at halftime, gentlemen, if you will. Step to the rear. We'll bring the ladies out front. We have a good close game. Come back for the second half of Tattletales after these messages for you. See you in a moment. Hello, we have changed places after halftime. I have these lovely ladies out here with me. Fellas, are you ready to go back there?
Yes.
Let's get rid of the fellas and split, ladies. What do you
Boo,
think? Here we
sis.
go. This question is worth $150 as well, and it's for the fellas. Don't say anything. Men, for anybody who doesn't know, a round-trip flight to Paris takes about 20 hours. Now, a wealthy jet-set friend invites you and your gal to fly to Paris just long enough to go to a big dinner party at the Tour d'Argent and then fly back that night, all at his expense. Would you accept? Yes or no is the answer. For anybody who doesn't know, a round-trip flight to Paris takes about 20 hours. Now, a wealthy jet-set friend invites you and your gal to fly to Paris just long enough to go to a big dinner party at the Tour d'Argent. Big time, terrific evening. And then fly back that night, all at his expense, of course. Would you accept it or would you not? Think it over, ladies. I mean, fellas. We'll come back.
We'll think it
The
over.
ladies are going to talk about it. We'll start with you, Dareth.
No,
You wouldn't do it?
no.
Why not?
20 hours on a plane?
Yeah, seems like a long way to go for a
Boring.
dinner party.
No.
Have you ever done anything like that, though? Just taking a
No.
quick jet?
It's a long way to go. San Francisco, we do it if it was like close.
Yeah, that's an
But
hour away.
that's a long way to go.
You're right. Okay, so you think Tony then will say, no, you
No, I
wouldn't
don't
do
think
that.
you want to go.
All right, let's bring him on. Tony, the fella says, let's hop over to Paris, shall we? We'll be back tomorrow evening. We're just going to go over and have a big dinner party. Would you and Dareth go along or no?
I would say no.
That's right. Perfect is as perfect does. Look at him. What is it with you two today? You are...
Either you got it or you ain't, but...
I guess that's what it is, ain't it? Yeah. Thank you, sir. Ginny, what's Bob going to say? Would you do this?
Bob doesn't like to fly to Las Vegas,
Oh.
so I doubt whether he'd fly 20 hours to Paris. No, even definite
Not his
no.
cup of tea.
A definite no.
Okay, a definite no. You think you got this one. Let's bring him on. Bob, this friend says, come on, we'll just run over to Paris for the night. We'll have dinner. We'll have a terrific time. We'll come back tomorrow night. Only take a day out of your life. Would you and Ginny go or would you not?
Did you say run over or fly over to Paris?
No. He's gonna put you in a plane and take you there.
Oh, okay. small point. Yes.
Yes.
You got to hold your breath a long time.
That's true.
Inasmuch as I'm not crazy about flying, I think Ginny would say that I would not.
That's what she said. You're right. Awful easy. They're making it look easy, aren't they? All right, Dolly, what's Dick going to say?
I know what he's going to say. I'd like to go. But no, he won't go.
He'll say
Only
no.
if he could stay longer. No, he wouldn't go. There's so many terrific restaurants in town.
That's true. But
In town.
I tell you what, how about if you can go and Dick stays home?
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't ask. I can't ask him that, can I? That's not on my card. I'm sorry. You say he'll say no. Let's bring him on. Dick, guy says, let's go. We're going to Paris. What a time we'll have. We'll just stay for the night. We'll have this big dinner party. We'll be back tomorrow. What could it take? One day out of your life. Would you go or would you not go?
I would say that because Dolly knows how much I love the Tour d'Argent in Paris, that she would say yes.
She said no. There you have it, folks.
Well,
Hey, Dick, where do you think we're
She's
going
right.
tonight?
I wouldn't go.
What did you say
I
you
would.
would?
I just figured that she was so much of a romantic that she would think that.
No, honey, I said I'd go, but you wouldn't, and I'm going without you.
Who's that talking?
That's Dolly, your friend, remember her?
Banana
yes.
section.
Guess what? Dareth and Tony, Ginny and Bob got it right. They split the pie. We'll come back. It's not over yet. You can still win. We'll come back. The next question is worth $300, and we'll decide the game. So come back, will you? Okay, this question is now worth $300. This puts a little more heat on it, and anybody can win. Now, I want Dick and Dolly to know that people have come from $50 behind many, many times. If you get it right, who knows? Here we go, fellas, it's for you. Do you think that most of your acquaintances know the real you? Let me say it again, fellas. Do you think that most of your acquaintances know the real you? Okay? There's a couple of operative words in there. Think it over, fellas. We'll come back in a moment. One of them is acquaintances, I think, Dolly. We'll start with you and Dick. Do you think that most of Dick's acquaintances know the real him?
No.
No.
Because I don't even know the real him.
What is the real Dick?
How many hours we got?
Oh, really?
No, he's very funny and super, but there's he's very, what do you, well, I don't know, you know.
I watch what you say, because he's going to see this in about 2 weeks. She may not
I'm
like
still in
it.
trouble with the hand-holding from last time.
Oh, you are, huh?
No, what's the question?
The question is, do you think most of your acquaintances know the real Dick?
Oh, no. If he says yeah, boy, he's going to get it.
Okay, because you say that the answer is
No.
no. Let's bring him on, see what he says. Dick, do you feel that most of your acquaintances know the real you?
Well, I'm going to stop trying to second guess Dolly, and I'm going to say what I think.
That's
and
right.
I'd say no.
That's it. You're absolutely right, and that, by the way, is the way to play this game.
You're right. I made a mistake on the
people you
last
ask the
question.
questions, they got to go for the straight answer, and then the people out front try to figure out.
Right.
Otherwise, you're both out guessing each other. Thank you. You're right. Dareth, what's Tony going to say? Do Tony's acquaintances know the real him?
No.
Really?
No.
What is the difference between the Tony that we see here and the
He's
real
an
Tony?
incredibly intricate person, and most people are. And what you show to your acquaintances is one person, and what he is another. He's, it's not just a super guy. There's a lot of other things about him.
Right,
And they don't really know all those things.
right.
So, no.
And I got a feeling we're not going to get to know him either
No,
now.
I don't think I will either. I'm sticking with Dolly.
Okay, so you'll say no, his acquaintances do not know the real Tony. Let's bring him on. Tony, do you think that most of your acquaintances know the real you?
No.
That's right. He hasn't missed yet, folks. You're absolutely right, Tony. That's what she said. Thank you very much. Jenny, what's Bob going to say to this?
Oh, no, absolutely not. It's unanimous, this panel. No.
Yeah.
I don't know Bob. His mother isn't quite sure she knows him.
What's so different about Bob that we see now? We see a...
Well, Bob is very much like Dick, especially with acquaintances. I mean, it's all, I think with most people, there's like a facade, and, you're putting on your best foot forward.
Right.
And,
I got to tell you,
if he
we're
says
all
yes,
friends,
Yes, I know.
Well,
You're all
no,
good friends.
Our husbands
so-
are all very similar in that respect.
Yeah. Do the three of you ladies know the three fellas probably better than most anyone else, I would guess, huh?
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Let's see what Bob says.
Hi.
Bob, do you think that most of your acquaintances know the real you?
Yes.
That's not what Ginny said.
Bob Newhart, I don't believe you said that.
Talk about surprises, folks. Ginny said absolutely not,
Oh,
under
I'm so
no circumstances.
sorry.
You're the only one that said that, and you're the only one that was wrong, Bob.
You're
We
about the only
still
one who
love
knows you.
Isn't that interesting?
I am what you see, a wonderfully human,
What?
concerned person.
Yes. Well, we all know that, but I think Ginny was saying that there was probably more. He says you see what you get, right? Sorry about that. Dolly, Dick, Tony, and Dareth got it right. They split the pot. Time is up. Dareth and Tony win it. Okay, we'll be back in a... Full of surprises, Bob knocks me out. The red section with Dareth and Tony won it today, $425. We had $1,000. They will take home $1,425. Goodbye, everybody. That's all we have time for. See you next time on Tattletales. Bye.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Tautman production. This program has been edited for broadcast.